One of the largest local nonprofits is pushing for preschool.
Plus, school superintendents tell legislators to slow down. I talk with Idaho Education News reporter Kevin Richard about those stories in tonight's Making the Grade. Kevin, back from Making the Grade. I wanted to start with a community assessment report that came out from the United Way of Treasure Valley. Made a number of different points, but one of them was that they believe in Ada County we need to be working on kindergarten readiness. So my question is United Way getting on the push for preschool?
It's possible. I mean, you could read it that way, and there is an element of discussion about early education in this report, not just pre-K, but about a whole lot of other options in terms of early education. What they're talking about, and the numbers are kind of interesting, they look at the scores for kindergartners as they go into kindergarten this year and how they do on the state's reading test, the Idaho Reading Indicator. And the percentage of kids who come into school reading at grade level has dropped a little bit. It's dropped a little bit in Ada County, as it has in the state from 2013 to 2014. Numbers are up a little bit in Canyon County and Gem County, but still fairly far below Ada County's numbers. So yeah, you look at that and you look at some of their numbers on poverty, and you can see that those are numbers that could come up as we continue the debate over pre-K in Idaho.
Another topic that's come up is the Boise School Board. There's an opening. If people don't know that, what's happening with that spot? Okay,
so what happened back right before the election, on Halloween, Joan Boren resigned abruptly from the school board, and with a lot of criticism of the administration at the Boise district. She felt like there wasn't enough room for dissenting voices within the school board, so she quit right in the middle of her term. So what you've got going on right now, even as we speak, is the district is looking for somebody to fill out the rest of that term. They've accepted applications. Now slow down out there in the audience. The application deadline has passed as of this afternoon. So, but we should be starting to see who applied, and at that point, the board is going to bring some finalists in after the new year to talk to them more about the opening. They expect to make a decision on January 12th.
So the board makes the final decision altogether. All right. Before I let Kevin go, we got to talk about a hot topic that's coming up in January with the legislature, as we've been following, how tiered licensing will work for teachers. What's the latest step in this?
Well, you're going to see, well, we don't know what we're going to see at the legislature, but what was interesting is, speaking of the Boise School Board, school district officials have been meeting with legislators from Boise this week. And one of their messages to legislators is, let's slow down on this. Let's take another year and let's look at the options and look at how this thing should roll out. It's just too big a change and too many moving parts and too many implications to do it in a hurry. It'll be interesting to see what the legislature does with this. Do they want to get this done in one session? Because it would happen very early in the session.
Right.
So we'll know in the first couple of weeks whether the legislature is serious about moving along on this thing, or if they're going to listen to some of the critics who say, let's take some more time.
Hold off a little bit. All right, well, stay tuned. We'll know about that coming up in the next month. Thank you for joining us for Making the Grade. As always, if you'd like to read much more about what's going on in the world of education, one of the best places to go is idahoednews.org. Kevin Richard, Making the Grade.
Thanks.